Welcome back here to the Cottontown 7's as we prepare for the kickoff of our women's final as we see the Lady Toes kicking off to the Raleigh Venom.
Nope, knocked by green, scrum to red.
Raleigh, of course, ran out big winners in their semifinal matchup, posted 49 points in a shutout.
No, you are perfectly fine.
I'll be
gone. Just don't worry.
Oh, my bad.
No.
The Lady Toes Rugby ran out winners against the River Rugby Club in a much tighter match. Certainly will look to have recovered in the last 20-30 minutes for this final. Two very different routes to get here. That ball comes back.
Easy, in and out. If you step over, we'll play
Straight out the tunnel is the rule. We'll have it again. This scrum down just about 15 meters deep into Raleigh territory as Raleigh looks to feed it and open up their accounts in this women's final matchup. Good drive there from the Lady Toes, and Raleigh under all kinds of pressure now to recover. They do into the hands of Sean Gatewood, moving it out into the open field, out onto the corner, playing it well, trying to turn the edge. They break one, but not the second one. The offload back inside finds a pair of Lady Toe hands.
Okay, all right. Off of red, right? Okay. Going forward by red, scrum to green.
Ruling there was the offload was forward. So the Lady Toes will have a scrum down now, about 20 meters deep into Raleigh territory.
We're great. We're great.
Right behind me. Where's the other?
Huh?
Are you in here or out?
Oh, I thought it was mine.
No. Coach!
I was like,
Lady Toes, very strong in their appearance last week at Cape Fear.
Mike Summerlin is our referee today out of the Southeast Rugby Referee Society.
Ball moved all the way out in the hands of number 7. Number 7 for the Toes, driving, trying to find the edge. Tackled well there by her opposite. Feeds it back inside to the number 3. Not able to handle that, though. And Raleigh comes up with a turnover on their own 22. Raleigh now with a lot of work to do to get to the try line. Dance back inside through 1, 2, 3 defenders before being brought to ground in the dead center of the field. And they move it back again to the edge, looking at a potential mismatch there. The number 2 turning the edge. There's one to beat. Will she do it? She does, and Raleigh will go from the 22 all the way into the try zone to open the scoring of this women's final match. As you can see, the heat today is brutal. Raleigh taking all the time they can to score this try, Brandon.
Yeah, the heat is on, as they say.
A great try there from Raleigh all the way out to the edge, identifying the mismatch player-wise of personnel, turned the corner and finished for a beautiful 80-meter try. The conversion is good, and they will take the lead with 3 minutes gone almost in this first half, 7-0 over the Lady Toes.
Raleigh trying to figure out who's going to kick off.
They are set, and they kick a low driving ball just outside the 22 for the Lady Toes into the hands of, I believe, their number 11, who's danced through the gap. She's 1 or 2 to beat. Or she's wearing 22 now. Feeds it back to the inside to the number 1. 1 looking to link up on the corner. They swing it out wide. They have numbers out here if they can use it in just a little bit of space. Squeezing through all the way down to the 22 before being driven out of bounds.
Line to red.
Raleigh scrambling back, but able to drive them into touch, and they will have a line out just inside their own 22.
Yeah, great defensive play there.
Yo.
Brought the player into touch. Turnover ball. Now Raleigh has the line out.
Green, give me a little small step, please.
A lot of real estate to work with out here, coming towards the cameras.
Yeah, this Raleigh team showing the confidence and skills that they've amassed over the last few years. 2 big runs into the championship game for women's D1, of course. Play a lot of 7s together as well. Multiple players playing for the Capital side and the Carolinas. As they drive through here, now they're outside their own 22.
Release screen.
They look to move it to the right side. There's a quick jump there.
No advantage.
The Lady Toe defender. They're
Nobody
playing
coming.
advantage for offsides.
22. Back green. Back.
Yeah, green 22 was offside there, way offside. It'll be a penalty to Raleigh.
She has played very aggressively throughout the day. That time, just a little bit off on her timing. Good offloads here from Raleigh, trying to find the edge.
You've got to release the player. Back green.
Call there against Green. Not releasing in the tackle. The tackler now, under the current interpretations, of course, has to come back around through an onside position, which for those of us who use the term gate means they have to come back through what was the gate.
Plenty of time.
Failed to do that. But the knock-on by Raleigh subsequently, we'll see the Lady Toes have a scrum down 10 meters into the Raleigh half.
Yeah, these ladies look tired, too. Hands on the
Here you go,
knees,
ladies. Crouch.
bending, crouching over.
Going.
Can't blame them. I'm sitting under a tent and I'm tired.
Yeah.
And I'm just talking. A great feed here. The Lady Toes are on the attack from their scrum, right in the middle of the field, charging hard. They're number 3. We've seen her do it all day. Moves it back to the speed, and they have a real break here. Slam down in the contact, though, and I think we are going to see another card.
Another one.
2.
Very good.
We do see a card here,
But the first card.
In. Back up.
and you could see that, a dangerous tackle in a try-scoring situation. And we see the first card of this match. We've seen multiple cards out for that during this day of competition. The Lady Toes now with an opportunity to score, driving right into the Raleigh defense there. They're 5 meters out, but Raleigh is going to make them work to get in. And that will be a knock-on.
Back by
Wow.
green.
Just what Raleigh
Under it.
needs. Time-wasting scrum.
They're going to give up the player advantage for the next 2 minutes, but it's going to be a minute or so off the clock with that sequence in the scrum. May end up being a good decision for them, conceding that penalty to stop the try.
Good.
Certainly don't want to see it conceded in a dangerous situation with the tackle, though.
Oh, great kick pass by 22 to 10.
And beautiful work from the Lady Toes. We'll see them go in for the try.
Wow.
That number 3 for them has run some brave lines throughout the day, right up through the center of the defense. Another example of that. Sees her, put her team on the board here, and tie it up heading into the half. Lady Toes 7, Raleigh 7.
That is half, yes.
And Brandon, this one's going to come down to who can last it out in the second half.
Yeah, you're right. Like you said, at number 3, she is a professional. Knows
Two.
exactly what she's
You'll
doing.
have 30 seconds, okay?
Where to go. Referee Mike Summerlin let number 2 from Raleigh know that she's got 30 seconds left in the sin bin.
This is, of course, the final of our women's bracket here, the championship match, the Cottontown 7's.
Yeah, both teams very evenly matched, as the score shows, Jonathan.
Certainly a different semifinal matchup for both of them. Lady Toes having to play a very close match. Raleigh having a good blowout, but perhaps that running taking a little bit out of them there. But we will see in the next 7 minutes who's got enough in the tank at the end of the day and can dig deep enough to finish it off for the title. We're going to take a short break for halftime. Stick with us here with Events Webcasting, and we'll be right back with the championship. Well, we're right here. Whistle now. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Why wait?
Sometimes that minute flies. Okay. Both sides are going to switch sides.
We mentioned it in Raleigh's last game, Brandon. They play a very conservative style of attack in terms of conserving energy, I mean. They let the ball do the work for them. They use their size advantage to create some overlaps, move the ball around until they're able to utilize the space they've created. It'll be interesting to see how that plays into the second half. Maybe gives them that little extra bit of energy they're going to need to bring this one home. As we wait for the kickoff here, the Venom will be kicking off to the Lady Toes.
Yeah, Jonathan, even Raleigh's defense, they do the great zone defense there, and everyone stays in position very well.
As we mentioned earlier, a lot of experience in championship rugby on this Raleigh team. Two-time finalist in women's D1 in the last 3 years. Unfortunately, met up against the now WPL squad, Life West, which is basically the Eagles Light.
Eagles Light, yeah, that's a good way to put it.
But this squad showing how much experience they've been able to glean from those matchups. Great turnover there from Raleigh, and there's a break from Gatewood, the number 9, who will go all the way into the try zone, and that will do it for Raleigh. 5 points, 24 seconds gone. Just what they needed to start this second half.
And now they're back to full strength. The yellow card is back.
Setting up for the conversion. Everyone taking their time to get back, set up for these kicks. Conversion is good. Raleigh takes the lead 14-7 over the Lady Toes. Let's take one more look at that, Brandon.
Yeah, another just pick off the center there. Picks it up. It looks like maybe she stole it in the tackle.
I think so. It was a great, a first tackle popped up, made the second tackle, but tackled ball and all, and then just ripped it clear and ran to the line. Great work there.
Beautiful play.
Raleigh now taking their time to set up for the kick. Driving it deep into the Lady Toe territory. This one's going to bounce almost to 10 meters out from the try line before being recovered by the number 5 there. But they're swinging it left. Lady Toe certainly not out of this match. Driving through contact is their number 22. She has been absolutely phenomenal for them today. They're all the way to the halfway line now. Taking some time to get reset. They have 2-3 players on the ground there in the breakdown. Trying to find a way to get back into the action. They do against a shooting defender. They're driving through contact, trying to find a way to get that ball away, but Raleigh tying it up very well, buying some time for their defense to get reset. They're going to make the Lady Toes work for this one. Step back into the inside, and a big grab by the number 3 there. Back into the 3. The valiant runner that we've seen all day for this Lady Toes team. Can she get this one to the try line? Flips it back inside of the 5. She's driving. She will score. And the Lady Toes with an opportunity to tie this one up. Down by 2 now. Raleigh 14. Lady Toes 12. 2.5 minutes gone in the second half.
That number 3 is such a professional. Great job getting it down there, passing it off to 5, finishes it off well. Number 5 does look to be limping a little bit. May have gotten injured, reaching ahead with score.
The Lady Toes certainly playing to their strengths today. You can see them consistently getting back to that pattern that's produced results for them. Yeah. And that 3 has been instrumental in it.
Yeah, and just made the kick too. So now it's all tied, 14-14. What a final we got here.
4 minutes left to go in this women's final. Who will be able to push themselves in the next 240 seconds to victory?
Yeah, you've got Lady Toes out of Charlotte, Raleigh Venom, obviously out of Raleigh, going at it.
The culmination of 8 hours of rugby or so will come down to the next 240 seconds for these teams. And Lady Toes come up with a big turnover off the kickoff, retaining possession there off a ball that just bounced. As they are driving through the contact, but Raleigh has come up with an errant pass. Raleigh just outside their own 10. They're moving it to the left. They have numbers here if they can get it out wide. Driving up. It's a 2-on-1 in the corner. Player has backed herself around the edge. She looks to have the wheels to make it. The number 2 from Raleigh. She has only the sweeper to beat now. She will. And Raleigh will respond with a score of their own.
Wow, what a way to respond, too. Again, she just took it outside and went around the corner all by herself. Great job.
Certainly a gamble that paid off there, potentially overrunning her support. But she backed herself with good cause because she took it 80 meters to the try line.
Raleigh needs to get a receiver back there so that Charlotte doesn't have an automatic free kick for the kickoff. One from Raleigh gets back in time.
Kick is up, and it will go just wide. But Raleigh will still lead this one 19-14 with just about 2 minutes and change left to play in our women's final. Great stuff from them. Needed to respond quickly, did respond quickly, seized momentum, but we have seen momentum shift so quickly in this match.
Yeah, we saw that happen with the Lady Toes in their semifinal against Eno River, being down, 30 seconds to go, scoring 2 tries in the last 30 seconds of the game to win the game.
Raleigh kicks it deep this time, straight up the middle of the field. Taken cleanly by the Lady Toes, number 10. Swings it over to her left side. They put it to boot, but there is a sweeper back from Raleigh and a winger coming back. They can't field it cleanly between them, though. And the Lady Toes have recovered this just about 5 meters deep in their own half. They have 2 players on the edge trying to work it up the short side. They've driven through the contact, and they're into the half. The pop sees them go again. They've rolled cleanly free on the back side. And now they're set to attack into the Raleigh half with the entire width of the field to work. Ball bounces around, but ends up in the hands of the number 22. She has speed. This is dangerous for Raleigh. She's broken one, and no one is going to stop her on the way to the try line. Number 22 from Alto. Another standout player. We've talked a lot about the 322. We've seen her all day make cover tackles, breaks. She has been a workhorse for them, and this time she comes up huge for her team.
And this is a big kick here, Jonathan. Alto can get this kick. They take the lead with 30 seconds remaining in the game. Right now it's tied 19-19. Let's see what happens on the kick. No good.
Heartbreaker. Heartbreaker.
Yes.
19-19, 30 seconds to play. Can one of these teams find a way to get to the try line in the next phase of play?
We've got Lady Toes kicking to Raleigh. See what Raleigh can do with it.
Raleigh has been very strong all day. The Lady Toes will have to deal with their physicality on attack and find a way to regain possession. They've done a great job of retaining their own kickoffs a couple times today. Might see it here. Raleigh's going to have to watch out for it. Kick goes deep this time. Bouncing around, but the Lady Toes will come up with it.
No.
They're driving through on the line break. No one will stop number 10 on her trip to the line.
Unbelievable. With no time left.
And that will likely be the deciding try in our women's final. We said it, they've been great off the kickoffs. They ran straight through, got a great bounce into hands. Number 10 through the contact with the conversion and delivers her team the championship. Let's take one more look at that.
Wow, exactly what happened last game.
It's just a great bounce, too. It hits her full speed. 3 Raleigh defenders there trying to decide who's going to take it. But she had no decision to make. It was her and the try line, and she was not going to be stopped.
Exact thing happened in the semifinal with the Lady Toes. They scored 2 tries in the last 30 seconds to come back and win the game.
You called it, Brandon. What a final. Congratulations to the Lady Toes out of Charlotte, your 2019 Cottontown Women's Champions.